Cast your minds back to December 6th, 2016, or December 20th, for those of you that weren't Season Pass holders. These were the dates that Scarif DLC released for all players into Star Wars Battlefront 2015. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. I am the Twisted Jedi, and in today's video, I wanted to go back and revisit Scarif from Battlefront 2015. Now, how did I do this? Well, obviously, I haven't gotten on there lately, but about a month or two ago, there was a little event that we set up where we had a private match on a Scarif server. I've been holding on to the gameplay and kind of trying to figure out how I wanted to do this video, and with nothing going on in Battlefront at the moment and we're all eagerly awaiting the announcement of when we can expect the Scarif DLC for Battlefront 2, I thought I would go back and revisit the 2015 version and finally use this gameplay that I captured a few months ago. Now, when the Scarif update released in Battlefront 2015, I was in America still. I hadn't started a YouTube channel yet, and I was just playing Battlefront for fun. Well, this update actually included 4 versions of the map set on Scarif, 2 weapons, 1 star card, 2 brand new heroes in Jin and Krennic, and 1 new game mode called Infiltration. Now, that wasn't the only game mode that it was released for, but the main mode, Walker Assault, which is what I played a lot of, was actually one of the included modes. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to talk a little bit about what the abilities Jin and Krennic had were during that time, and where this could potentially lead to in Battlefront 2, because I know you guys like that I do these speculations or these kind of hero concepts. It's a big part of the channel, and it's one of your guys' favorite series. Now, this in no way means that Krennic and Jin are confirmed for Battlefront 2. They are in no way confirmed. They aren't coming as of right now, unless we hear something in the next community transmission. So stick around all the way through if you want to hear my thoughts for the version of Scarif that's coming to Battlefront 2 and what I would like to see as well. But in terms of the 2015 update, Jin was added with her A180 blaster pistol, which combined with her ability rifle extension to give you an automatic version of this blaster. She was also equipped with a sonic imploder, which you guys may know the ability of because the Death Troopers in Battlefront 2 currently have it, and then the Truncheon Surge, where Jin could strike an enemy in a short melee attack that could be chained together as long as she has charges available, very similar to that of the Kafek Spy that is currently in Battlefront 2 as well. On the flip side, Director Krennic's abilities were Armor Breaker, where you could toggle to a different setting on his DT-29 blaster pistol, which gave you bullets that did a high amount of damage, as well as temporarily decrease the target's armor. This pretty much had a lock-on effect, which was super useful, and I almost found myself never turning it off. His C2B5 astromech droid would give you a periodic scan through the area for enemies, and it would protect itself by deploying a large personal shield, and once it detects a rebel, it would release a deoxys gas to neutralize the enemy. His final ability was also the Wrath of the Empire, which that ability temporarily allowed Imperial troopers to sustain high damage at a price. Krennic would replenish the health of troopers and double it through bonus health for a short time, which also had extremely high armor. Now, this is how they worked in 2015, and I feel as though there is no reason why they could not work in 2017 with the exact same abilities. But if you want to see me dive into a full hero concept where I break down the ins and outs and everything, let me know down in the comments. Now let's talk about Battlefront 2, because that's really what we're here to talk about. Battlefront 2 is getting Scarif in the next update, which was originally scheduled for March, but has now been pushed back to mid-April. When in mid-April? Well, we don't know, unfortunately. It is currently the 13th, and we have no CT, no release date, nothing due to the coronavirus. Unfortunately, the virus has caused all the developers to now work from home, which puts a big slow on all of the progress that the developers, I'm sure, were making for this version and this update. So unfortunately, we are just hanging in the balance waiting for this to happen and waiting to get some kind of announcement. But what I would love to see out of a Battlefront 2 update that includes Scarif, not only the map itself, but a few other things as well. So I'm going to talk about that now. Now, like I said at the start of the video, there were 4 versions of the maps, one of which specifically was for Walker Assault. Now, Walker Assault to me was the large scale game mode of Battlefront 2015. That was the main mode that I played. I loved it, and it's very similar to Galactic Assault in a way. The maps like Hoth are very similar like that, where they have the AT-ATs to destroy. This was basically the main objective of Walker Assault, for those of you that didn't play it. So for me, I know that Scarif has been announced to be coming to Co-op and Supremacy, but I would love to see it included to Galactic Assault as well. There are a lot of people that have love for that game mode and don't want to see it die, and right now it is becoming very stale, with a lot of people just playing Supremacy because Galactic Assault hasn't received a new map in a long time. Now, as for game mode, Supremacy and Co-op are definitely getting it, as well well as, I'm sure, instant action. I would love to see it in Galactic Assault and also Heroes vs Villains at some stage, which would include it in Hero Showdown rotation as well, putting it pretty much all the way across the board. You could even go as far as to give it an extraction map, which again would kind of make sense as to how the movie went, and a similar version of the game mode in Battlefront 2015 where you had to grab the data chips and take them to the ship. So I think that could be a really cool way that it could work for extraction in Battlefront 2. Now, a few smaller things that I would love to come along with the update would be a couple of new weapons. In the last update for Battlefront 2, we did get one new weapon for each class, totaling 4, but I would love to see the inclusion of the A180 blaster pistol or the DT29 blaster pistol, which were of course the weapons that Jyn and Krennic used in Battlefront 2015. On top of this, there is a sliver of hope as well that we would potentially get Jyn and Krennic as playable heroes in Battlefront 2, but my hopes aren't very high. I think the reason this has been pushed back is because the developers are working from home and it becomes extremely difficult to push anything through approval, but I just don't see us getting any new heroes in this update. I feel as though we normally get an announcement of a hero a few months before we even see them in the game, and there's been no talk of any new heroes in the last few months. So for them to announce it right now and then drop them in an update is pretty unlikely. So unfortunately for me, my hopes aren't very high for this. Now, as you guys watch the gameplay in the background, it takes me to Scarif at the end of 2016 when I first played it, and I absolutely loved it. I remember teeing up with my friends when we were going to play and jumping online, and that's something that I would love to do with Battlefront 2. Now, while we wait for Battlefront 2, let's talk about this, because I was on a party chat with Star Bazaar this morning and we were talking about this exact thing. I feel as though between our two channels we could get a massive private game of Walker Assault or even Infiltration for Battlefront 2015. So if this is something you guys would be interested in, let us know down in the comments. We can 100% try and organize something if there is enough interest from all players on different platforms. So make sure you guys let us know and we will try to get something organized for you. As for Battlefront 2, I do hope this map comes not only to co-op and Supremacy, but also to Galactic Assault, Heroes vs Villains, and Hero Showdown as well, and possibly even Extraction. This would be really cool to see it all the way across the board, and I know a lot of people would love that, and they would get a lot more play out of the game. So with all that said, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. I am super excited for the Scarif update. I just really hope we get a community transmission soon because I'm itching to hear what they can come up with. But for now, that is going to be everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit of a different format to what I go with. I kind of just went off the top of my head here with a few dot points. So let me know if you did enjoy it by hitting the thumbs up button. If you do, that always provides huge support for the channel in getting these videos out to the community and helping my community as a Battlefront YouTuber grow. So I would love to see that. If you guys could show some love, I would really appreciate it as well. Anyways, I am gonna get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you all for tuning in, and may the Force be with you always.
The Sith are all powerful.